2, 3, 4. Here we go. Hey.
One fish, two fish, red fish.
Welcome. Hey, folks, welcome. Welcome to the Basement Show podcast. Sure. That's right. Hit him with the hot tea. What do we got today?
Oh, my goodness, Ryan.
Here we go. I can't stop laughing.
Well, that's good.
That is good.
Yes.
That's great.
Oftentimes when you go out with your friends, there will be an expression such as, we're going to go out tonight and paint the town red.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about where that expression comes from?
Paint or blood?
You may or may not have, but we're going to force you to learn today anyway.
Thank you so much.
I know. If you paint the town red, then you have a recklessly good time.
Yeah.
But what does painting, and for that matter, painting things red, have to do with the Merriam-Webster dictionary defined as to go out drinking, dancing, and causing trouble?
I'm on a party.
Yeah. Well, as always with these kinds of things, there are a number of etymological theories. But English folklore will have you believe that the phrase alludes to one drunken knight and one drunken aristocrat in particular. According to the legend, at the root of painting the town red is Henry de la Poor Beresford. Despite being an Eton and Oxford-educated aristocrat, he became the third Marquis of Waterford after the death of his father in 1826. Beresford was a notorious hooligan.
Oh, you're drunk.
You punk hooligan?
Yeah.
I always like that word, actually.
I love it.
Hooligan.
Love it.
He's just a Don hooligan. Mm-hmm. In fact, Beresford's extraordinary and seemingly unstoppable misbehavior even saw him considered as a suspect in an unsolved case of Spring-Heeled Jack, an acrobatic, fire-breathing reprobate who terrorized London in the late 1830s, half a century before Jack the Ripper. But Beresford's bad behavior appears to have been more hedonistic than it was dangerous or anarchic. As evidenced by the night he and his friends spent in a sleepy Leicestershire countryside.
Leicestershire. Pause.
Bring me my countryside.
That's
Post
right.
haste.
And make haste.
In the early hours of April 6, 1837, Beresford and a group of companions arrived at the toll gate of Melton Mowbray.
Wow, Melton Mowbray. This is fun.
A small town 20 miles outside of Nottingham.
Nottinghamshire whores.
After a day of gambling, hunting, and all but non-stop drinking at the Croxton Park races, Beresford and his crew were in typically boisterous form and in no mood to be held up by a sleepy tailgate operator. Unfortunately for the operator, the gatehouse was in the midst of being repaired, and alongside it were strewn workmen's ladders, tools, and pots of paint. Seeing an opportunity for mischief, Beresford grabbed the paint and began daubing it all over the toll gate, and according to the story, the toll gate keeper himself. From there, he and his friends headed into town.
Yeah, baby.
It's only going to get bad from here.
That's right.
In the center of Melton Mowbray, Beresford's roisterous group continued their unruly rampage. The pub sign was torn down. The post office window was smashed. Gardens were trampled. A police constable who tried to intervene was knocked to the ground. Ooh. Take that. And through it all, everything, walls, windows, doors, signposts, and even the policeman's face and neck were daubed in bright red paint.
Oh.
Looking a little red in the face there, sir.
Right, that's right.
The following morning, the people of Melton Mowbray were in an uproar. Beresford and his companions were promptly arrested and made to cover the cost of all repairs. Eventually, they were charged with common assault and fined an eye-watering £100 each, which is equal to more than $12,000 today.
Whoa.
Oh, yes. Beresford's night of quite literally painting the town red cost him dearly. There's no doubt that Beresford's night of unruliness certainly took place. Records document Beresford's sentencing, and an article published in New Sporting Magazine in 1838 described a notorious spree that took place in Melton Mowbray last season, immortalized in an illustration. In the picture, an unnamed group of gentlemen in scarlet-colored hunting jackets are depicted daubing paint on the sign of a local pub attacking a police officer.
All in a day's work.
Could the events of April 6th, 1837 really have inspired an expression that not only found its way across the Atlantic, but that one sought to put in print for another 50 years? It seems likely, but also several more alternate theories have been proposed. I will give them to you. Perhaps painting the town red alludes to the reddishness of a drinker's face or nose, or else blood spilled in bar brawls or arguments.
That's accurate. Yep.
You guys up for a toga party?
Toga! Toga!
I think they like the idea, Hoof.
Oh, Otter, please don't do this.
I got news for you, pal. They're gonna nail us no matter what we do. So we might as well have a good time. Toga,
Toga, toga, toga, toga, toga, toga, toga, toga, toga.
Perhaps it alludes to the bright color of celebratory fireworks, or to revelers who stay up so late that they see in the dawn. Or perhaps it's a reference to shady red light districts,
Yeah.
or to the bleary red eyes of partiers.
Yeah.
They are all plausible theories, but until any further written evidence is unearthed, all we can presume is that the expression painting the town red first emerged in the mid to late 19th century American slang, before steadily gaining wider currency everywhere. And whether the Marquis of Beresford literally painting the town red is true, an inspiration or not, it's still a wonderful side note. So we're off to paint the town red.
Yeah, baby.
We'll be back next week with a full episode. In the meantime, be sure to hit the bell, which I did prematurely, and be notified when we drop new mediocre content. And guess what? If you're feeling generous, you can like, share, subscribe.
Right.
Perhaps tell a friend.
Yeah. Buy the merch. Buy the books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want to have to come to your town and paint it red. Don't make us do that. Buy something.
Daubing paint everywhere.
That's right. In all the shires. Yeah. Oh, boy. Man. These people are something, huh? Even back in the day.
Yes, sir. Hooligans!
We don't want them. Yes. Yes.